Welcome to the Great Canadian Talk Show podcast. Thank you to all of you for listening. We enjoyed really good response for our interview with Peter Young about Bobby Hull, the legacy of Bobby Hull. I have actually a really nice email that I got about that program that I'm going to read. A great interview with Peter Young. We've had some great and some colorful sportscasters here over the years. Just a damn shame how most of the news shows have sacked all their sports people. It wasn't just pro sports they covered, but amateur, university, and everything in between. I don't know if they will ever put up a statue of Bobby Hull. I somehow think they're reserved for the Jets saints like Howardchuk and Solani. Generally speaking, the new Jets owners have been commended by former players for taking a more expansive view of what constitutes an ex-Jet. The treatment of the vets I've heard has been one that has left many grateful. I would go so far as to say the new Jets organization has been good in recognizing the greatness of Hull as a hockey player and what he meant to Winnipeg while carving out their own legacy. You see, not only do we get really nice emails, but we get emails that are full of insight, full of knowledge, honestly, like wisdom. I'm lucky I've got a listener base that I can learn from. This email touching on his personal issues and that alcohol was a huge factor. In today's NHL, there is far more help for players who are spiraling. And I think I briefly touched on that point and continue to do so, that when all these other pundits and modern day broadcasters and scribes, they comment about a society that was vastly different and the structure of it was different. And it's easy to pass judgment with the benefit of not just that kind of hindsight, but with the odor of superiority that permeates for many people who look back and look down in the way they do on the experience of families, of people around hockey and other such things. There's far more help for women who are hurt, as you know from your many years in advocating for safety and safe shelters for women. There's a long way to go, but player safety and family safety is a higher priority now than in the 60s and 70s. Anyways, great interview and probably more material from Peter Young on sports media in Manitoba. I hope so. Wrestling and a more involved discussion of pro teams in Winnipeg is warranted. All right, we're going to put that on the agenda. And while not impossible, it is unlikely you will hear or read about elsewhere in Winnipeg. That's what we strive to do. Absolutely. And I'm just going to put this in bold and red, and I'll pull it out of the notes. And I guess now we have an idea of which direction we're going to go with Peter Young, our very special guest, former sports director, most famously in local parts because of his time at CKY, at CTV, but many other places, including national broadcasts, CFL play-by-play. So many great stories that Peter tells, and he was so generous with his time, and I look forward to seeing him again. And again, that 11-minute highlight reel, I'll put the link here. You'll be able to take a listen, and hopefully you'll enjoy it.